push the boat kind of pushes back. Hold on. I've noticed that the hydrovane bolt has sheared off.
It's all, fun on here. See?
As you can tell, I've pretty much had it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to present the best captain in the world. This guy.
It's awesome!
Oh, no, we look great. We just woke up
We actually slept in.
2 minutes ago.
We slept in peak time. We were meant to be up at like 5 before light and actually be prepared to leave, but we slept in till 6.
Yes.
And now we're a bit unprepared, but we're gonna get going.
Yes.
Today we are heading to the Tuamotus.
Oof, finally, so exciting.
The first one is called Raroia, and the Tuamotus are a very special thing. I've never been to one. I've seen so much about them.
Yeah.
They're basically ancient volcanoes that are sinking back into the ocean, and you have this ring of reef around basically coral heads.
They're called atolls.
Atolls. Very scary to get in them as far as a sailor goes. There are passes at a few of them, and you have to enter the atoll at slack tide. If you don't enter at slack tide, you're looking at 5 knots of current, up to 5 knots of current, which is crazy.
Yeah. That's why for the first time, I think ever, we have a schedule that we have to leave at 5 in the morning, and that's
And
the
we didn't
first
keep
time
to it. Isabel, we have to be up. We have to be up at 5.
We're sailing with 2 other friends. I think they're about ready to pick up anchor.
Devin's just about ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. We're sailing with 2 other vessels that are both faster than us. So we're going to try and keep up. We're going to be at a beam reach most of the whole way. It's between 15 to 25 knots. So we should go quite quick. It's 445 miles. We're scheduled in to get in there in about 78 hours. I calculate about 5.7 to 5.9 nautical miles averaging per hour. So
Okay.
that's the technical stuff
There you go.
for you. It's first thing in the morning and still rattle off the numbers. So good.
This is what we should do. Alright.
Okay, we're going to turn on the engine, pack away everything. Getting out of this bay, actually, I didn't mention, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Let's
Alright.
do it.
With the narrow pass out of Daniels Bay, there were decent wind and waves, which made for a very uncomfortable exit.
Our speed compared to everybody else. I'm afraid they'd just shoot past us. They will eventually.
How you feeling, Captain?
Yeah, quite good. We have 22 average knots of wind.
Of speed? What?
Not a trimaran. And we're going about 6.5.
That's good.
I didn't know how quick we'd go compared to these other boats, but we're actually holding our own a little bit, which is nice.
We did have the lead in the beginning.
But only one of them's really catching us, well, holding our speed. The other one's falling behind, I think. Maximo's still getting his sails out. So right now we're both going about probably about 6.5, 7 knots. Baby, how fast are we going? 6.8, and Devon is right up our ass going the same speed. There is a certain beauty to meeting friends with sailboats, going on these amazing hikes with them through islands where tourists just don't get to, and then finally going on a beautiful sail. We're both maxing out, well, we're maxing out our speed, I'm not sure about him. And it's just incredible just to be right next to each other going so quickly.
Today we were sailing with sailing vessel Merewether, captained by Devon from New Zealand, and Patchouli, captained by Massimo and Paula from Italy.
Hello, Captain.
Hey there.
How you traveling?
Quite well. We're averaging about 6.5 knots, which is quite quick for Merewether. We do have the wind at basically 75 degrees, so it's quite nice. I just had a little sleep, it's quite a stable sleep. It's kind of different from going downwind, so yeah, very stable boat, going quite well.
Yes, we are going quite well. The only thing that I would say is we get this occasion splash from the ocean. In the beginning they were quite big and frequent, and I think we're both thinking of several occasions that we wish we had a Dodger. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, the Dodgers, it's on the list.
Yeah. So we got sprayed quite a bit. That's why we didn't really film. The camera went downstairs. Speaking of,
just clean my glasses.
yeah, just happened then. But no, we're going good. Sailing with our friends. We can barely see them now, but
they are flying.
They're flying. They're what, a nautical mile away?
The Mel's about 2.5. I think Devon's about maybe 1.5. I mean, they've made this lead over the space of, been sailing for maybe 10 hours now.
Yeah.
So they are slightly quicker than us, and they shows over the long distance.
But Merewether's performing beautifully.
Very happy.
And I would say thanks to this captain right here. Give me a high five. Oh,
That was less awkward.
but yeah, everything is great at sea. I cannot wait to see the atolls, and yeah, happy days.
Okay, now that is day number 1 of our hopefully 3-day sail to Raroia from Nukuhiva in the French Polynesian Islands. The sun, as you can see behind me, is just about to set. It's probably got half an hour left in it. And I'll wrap you up on day number 1. We started out this morning at about 7 a.m. We have 445 nautical miles in total to complete. We are standing now at 5:03 p.m. with 381 nautical miles to complete. So that means we've done 65 miles today, which is quite nice. We are averaging around 6.4, 6.5 knots, as I said before, which is record speed for Merewether. But the conditions are very favourable. We have the wind coming just in front of our beam, and it's sitting about 18 to 22 knots, it's kind of around that area. It's not going really above 23, which is nice. Baby, what's going on?
Well, my seasickness decided to visit me again.
Darling, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not even better going down here. It's worse.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
But usually, like laying down here is quite okay. Yeah, so I don't know. Try to eat. Try to drink something. Well, do me later. How are you doing?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no? Yeah, no?
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, nay, nay. Day number 2 is brought with us well, we had strong wind yesterday, but we've still got it today. Somewhere between 18 to 24 today. A few little clouds, hold on. Some waves, some clouds here and there. We had some squalls this morning. But overall, we are going very quick.
Very quick.
The other 2 boats that we're sailing with are about an hour in front of us, about 6-7 miles in front.
What are we averaging?
We're averaging 6.7.
And that's awesome for us.
That's going to be a Merewether record, I think, right there. So, well, yeah. That kind of explains the conditions.
I'm gonna try doing this. If I get splashed, I'm gonna head down. I have felt better. I don't know what it was. The Pacific crossing, I felt very good almost throughout the whole sail. But this sail has been not good. Not good on the seasickness front. I felt it straight away and it hasn't really gone away at all. We keep getting pushed and we're on the lean constantly and we're getting sprayed by the water, so we can't have any of the windows downstairs open. It's very hot and I think that all contributes, but we're still in a good mood. We're still happy. I'm looking forward to having the island life again and go snorkeling and just living that life.
We are pushing the boat.
Yeah.
When you push the boat kind of pushes back and it gets a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah. True that. True that. Ooh. Yeah, still spray there.
Darling, what have we got here?
Made a sail crossing food.
Hey!
It's not the prettiest.
Pasta.
Pasta with the vegetable we had, which is
Eggplant.
eggplant, and then we got white beans and crushed tomatoes, a little garlic, and love.
Show me.
She's so good! Thank you, darling. Whoop, yeah, sit down.
Ah! Good afternoon. Kieran is just taking in some head sail right now. Every afternoon it seems we are hit with 5 knot more wind, and it just happened then. And he's just finished. I wish I caught that on film, but he's just finished now, taking in some head sail. Let's check in on the captain, shall we?
Good afternoon.
How are you traveling?
Yes, very good. Very good.
Just a gust of wind?
I'm looking forward to having a 2-hour sleep before my shift starts. So half an hour I'm going to go down for a sleep and try and catch up on some lost sleep from last night.
How are the winds?
The winds are strong. It's interesting actually. I've always noticed wind picks up around sunrise and sunset. So right now you can see the sun setting behind me, and it's really kicked in. We were sitting at about 17 knots and now it's kicked in at about 21, and it's also come from our beam kind of up to 60 degrees to the wind, which means that we have this apparent power which we have to reduce some sail to make up for the apparent power. So it's all happening.
You look fresh, bud.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't feel fresh. Nah, this sail feels like a sprint, and once the sprint's over we can relax and go to sleep. But at the moment we're just powering through. I said to Isabel before, I said to you before, this has got to be the hardest and quickest we've pushed Merewether for the longest time. Usually we go downwind on the big sails and we don't go very fast, but with this sail we are completely at a beam or if not into it a little bit, and we are going so quick. So very happy to see her taking what we can push her to. Yeah.
Performing, eh?
Performing. Yeah. 100%.
A quick update with my seasickness. I put on my wristbands and I have been mostly laying down here or upstairs. Kieran has been doing the sailing. Yeah, I did make some lunch before. It was straining on me, so I had to lay down for I think 30-40 minutes afterwards. But yeah, I feel better now. The boat's, I feel like she's going better in the waves now, or that I've gotten used to it, one of the two. But I'm feeling better. No pills. I don't like taking pills. I feel like the subject has been talked, or I have talked about it for so long, and it's really kind of draining on me even talking about it. But it is my reality. It is what I'm dealing with, what I'm struggling with. And yeah, my heart goes out to you that struggle with it as well. But the reward is just far greater, and this lifestyle is just unreal. So, good night, guys, and yeah, see you in a few hours.
Go for it, go for it.
Come on, find the GoPro.
It's on the step, should be right there. Hold that. Hard left. Hold here.
Yeah.
Okay, so really quickly, we've had 28 knots this morning, and I've noticed that the hydrovane bolt has sheared off on the H bracket. So we've now heaved 2. I'm going to attempt to remove the hydrovane rudder, and then we're just going to continue to sail with the hydrovane bolt sheared off. It should be fine. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I'm also going to take the vane off as well. Snapped. Yeah, I saw the head was on. Okay, that's okay. Got it? Got it. Okay, yeah, we'll do that in a sec. We've got one good bolt. Did you say that? Beautiful. Okay, so I've just come in from getting the vane off and the rudder off the hydrovane. Hopefully it all came out alright on the GoPro footage. I want to discuss it. This morning about 4 AM the wind really started kicking in. Went from about 20 knots to about 23. As 5 AM rolled on, it went up to 25, and as 6 AM rolled on and the sun was coming up, it was going up to 28, 29, gusting. And you know, I was up there kind of taking care of the sails, making sure we're going in the right direction at the right speed, and throughout the night I'd heard this kind of metal clicking sound which was a bit different. I thought it was the autopilot because I had been running the autopilot. I've been running the autopilot for most of this whole sail. We are trying to get to a point, and when I run the hydrovane going across the wind comes from different directions as we go across it, so there's always this kind of wavy pattern about it. So we've been running the autopilot, the hydrovane has been locked, so the rudder has been locked and the vane has been locked. So they've just been locked completely straight. I'm not sure if this is the wrong thing to do. I might contact Sarah when we get some internet and figure out what I did wrong. I'm very happy that the bolt actually did snap instead of the hydrovane or something breaking on the hydrovane. It's much easier to fix a bolt than actually destroying the hydrovane. So it has been pretty hectic conditions out here. Tensions were a bit high between Isabel and I, but that's alright, it's expected in these situations. We come back together afterwards and say what we did right and say what we did wrong. And I'm a little bit concerned about water coming in through the hole where the bolt used to be. So I might check that this morning and see if I can find anything around that. But yeah, it's all good. Stuff breaks, it's kind of a part of life. Today it's just a bolt, it's not the end of the world. We can get that pretty much at any hardware store. So very happy. Baby, how are you feeling?
Not great. I slept very good last night though, but no, 30 knots and high waves, pushing the boat. No, I've been feeling better.
So the situation this morning, that went all pretty smoothly?
Yeah.
Yeah? Happy with that?
Yeah, you did great. I don't think we've heaved to when the waves were that big ever, or when it flowed that much. So that was quite interesting to see. No, Merewether handled it good, and yes, it's all, you know, fun on here at sea.
I had like half sails out, half vane, Oh shit! That was something. That was lucky, that was. Good morning. Today is day number 4. As you can tell, I've pretty much had it. No, we finally made it to the lee of these 2 atolls. The one atoll we're going into is Raroia, and the waves are quite comfortable. We were not in a rush for the first time this sail. I slowed us down to about 4 knots, and Isabel and I slept quite peacefully. Now the sun has come up. We're about 25 miles off Raroia now, and it is, what's the time? 6. It's 6:30. So we're hoping to make it in there at 9:30, and then we're going to be sussing out the pass, or the entryway into Raroia. We are planning to enter it on slack tide, which will be like 12:30. It's the safest time to enter. If you don't enter during the slack tide, you're looking up to 5 or 6 knots of current, and that is a lot of current, and sometimes waves as well. So we're going to plan it safe and stick with slack tide. Any thoughts, young Isabel Nee?
I had a pretty good sleep.
Yeah?
It was nice when you slowed the boat down and could sleep.
What did you think? Tell me what.
No, I woke up, he didn't tell me, so I woke up and I thought there was no wind. I was like, oh no, we're not gonna make
You're
it.
stressing a bit?
I was stressing a bit, but then I looked at you and you were sleeping too. I was like, oh no, we're not gonna make it. It's fine, we'll just sail to another atoll but no, you got it covered.
I had it covered, darling.
Good morning. Guess what? We see the atoll, our first atoll ever. We're so excited. And, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to present the best captain in the world. This guy right here.
Happy days. The best captain in the world. You heard it here first.
Thank you for sailing us here so perfectly.
You're most welcome, darling.
We see our 2 mates just in front here, and to our port is the entrance to the atoll. So tell us, Captain, what's gonna happen now?
Well, we are just lining up this entrance to the atoll. Slack tide's not until 12 and it's 10:15 now. But our 2 friends are looking like they're gonna try and go in. So if they successfully go in, we might try as well. Just as we enter the pass, we're all going in line. Isabel spots dolphins for the first time in a long time, like a long time. We saw them once across the Pacific, but no other times, and she's loving life right now. That's what we need after a big 4-day sail, is a bit of happiness seeing our old friends, the dolphins. Also, it's 11:30, so we're half an hour before slack tide. We're going to go for it anyway. It should be probably around 3 knots of current. We're the 3rd boat in line. We should see exactly what happens with the 2 first boats, and then we can kind of make a decision on where to steer and where to go. But wow, you can just see this current along the side of the boat here.
This is so sick. Okay, so we're pushing the boat up to about 1800 revs. So there's another 300 there up to 2000, which I'd be happy to go to. But we're going, oh geez, we're doing 1.2 knots when normally we'd be doing about 5 or 6.